chair up to the table?
Do what?
Pull your chair up to the table a little bit more. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? Yeah.
Ryan, why don't you
Let's
start
get it
us off?
going. Let's get it going.
Shadeur, you talked a little bit about the post and the interest that's gotten. I'm curious why you think that there's such a negative reaction to that.
I don't know. The day I posted is the first day the portal opened, and me as a player, I got to know how I think. The more games we win, the easier it is, to get looks and to get drafted. And I want the best opportunity to win, which ends up, we get drafted earlier. So I'm going to do all I can to beef up the team. And we got a good team right now. I just want to make it easier for other guys to really just feel like, all right, if I want to go to Colorado, it's not hard. Because my dad said he ain't hard to find. We're not hard to find either. Now, Shedeur is really the pro at that, though. He's been, if y'all look at his Twitter, he's been doing that. So I kind of stole it from him. But I just want to make it easier for guys to come find a new home at Colorado, really.
It's player-to-player connection. There's a lot of players that's ready to, for sure, walk off teams. So it's a player-to-player thing. So they don't want to get in the portal and not have nowhere to go. So but people are ready though. I have a lot of responses, couple receivers, tight ends, running backs that really want to come, and they're good players. So they just want to make sure they have a home. But it's just better from player to player rather than from a coach to player, because I'm able to tell you honestly I'm able to tell you how we're going to use you in our offense and stuff, and how I view you.
Yeah, we answered the real question.
Yeah, that's a part of it, because a lot of players often have they feel like coaches in general, worldwide and globally, like they fabricate stuff. So I'll tell you straight up, like, look, we're throwing the ball a lot, so this is what we're bringing you here for. This is what we see you in the office. This is how I picture you being out there and really just taking control of the team. That's what it's for.
Brian, go ahead.
Brian Halpern, Bowl Daily Camera. Question for both of you. Maybe a little bit of a softball, but Shadeur, did you talk about what you've seen Shedeur get better at this spring as opposed to last year? And Shedeur, did you need to say about Shilo, just kind of how you've seen his game progress?
He's been balling for a while, It's just, you just be torching him, really. Whenever he goes against the other team, I'm like, do that versus me, So just having that competition, even though we don't really go against each other, I can still talk my junk to him before practice and during practice. So he's doing good.
Oh, it's definitely real competitive, because if he misses a play, then I'm definitely in the middle of practice. During the play, I'm going over there talking to him crazy. So it's real competitive. He improved a lot, especially you got a new DC going in there, so really orchestrating everything, calling everything, getting the guys lined up, working on covering more and covering the best guys, and that's it.
Good thing.
Hey guys, Jake Schwantz from DMVR. Question for the both of you. Why should some of the best players in the portal come to Colorado? What are they going to experience when they get here?
It's about let's just go on positions. If you're an O-lineman, you know that all attention is going to be on you. That's first and foremost, because the result of last year and what transpired. So the attention is going to be on you regardless.
The stage.
Yeah, the stage.
Coaches.
Receivers.
This is like a pro organization. All our coaches are pros, Hall of Famers. With experience.
And the receivers, we're throwing the ball. So it's no doubt that you're going to catch a lot of footballs here.
And the number one thing is, if you good, you're going to play. Like a lot of people talk about the favoritism stuff. And I've been to other schools that actually, might be like that. But I promise you, if you're good, you're going to play. You'll have more of an opportunity here to legit actually display your skills, especially
if you're not playing here, that just means you're doing something crazy.
So
that's it. If you're not playing here, that means you showing out, you're doing something. You ain't listening to coaches or something.
So not everybody see like behind the scenes in practice, because we know these guys like who they really are. You know what I'm saying? So you might get on Instagram, Twitter, and say one thing, but it's like, bro, you don't even know. You're not even doing nothing, bro. So y'all don't know what's really going on in practice every day, because y'all just see highlight plays here and there, but we practice every day almost. So we know who's who. And if someone was getting done wrong, you know, we would know that.
Go ahead, Adam.
Adam Lister, Tiger 24/7 Sports. Shiloh, one of the things we heard from Coach Livingston when he came in is that he wanted to kind of tailor the defense to the players' strengths. How has that looked from your vantage point so far?
So right now, he's working with me like Jesse Bates, you know, and that's just cool having a guy like that could really just be like, all right, this is who I want you to model right here. So just studying him and just having a pro coach that was just in the NFL, because I'll be wondering how it is as a college player. What is it going to be like in the league? Like, how are the coaches in the league? And it's like the league right now. He's not even used to being in college still. Like with the hashes and stuff, like, and how we practice, like we practice really hard. It's still like new, you know, because they be taking care of each other in practice and stuff. But like he's fresh from the NFL, and I couldn't ask for more, honestly. The experience with Super Bowl and like what more can you ask for? If you're a DB, what situation would you more want to be in?
Go ahead, Nikki.
Nikki Edwards, CU Sports for Shedeur. You mentioned last time that you and Pat Shermer, he seems like he understands you. You guys have a good coordinator-quarterback relationship. As you guys are this far into spring practice, what have those conversations been like, and how is that relationship blossoming?
It's really good. He lets me go out there, make adjustments, do what I got to do, and if it works, if it don't work, we're able to talk about it on the sideline, or really whenever we watch film later on or next day. We're able to talk our way through it. So you don't ever feel locked. You feel like every receiver out there is an option every play. And he always shows us, you know, NFL clips and things that he called that worked at the highest level. So it's like, so now I know the why behind the concepts of whatever he's calling and what's his purpose. So really understanding like the next step of like his play calls. Because it could be the same play. It could be the same play, a slightly different version, but you read it different ways. The purpose of it is for different ways, whether to get a completion or whether to take the deep shot. And it could look exactly the same to the naked eye, but if you know, then you know. So that's the biggest thing.
Go ahead, Scott.
Scott Proctor at Colorado. Shedeur, you made it clear a few months ago that you wanted LeJontay and Boulder. What did you see in him from afar that wanted you to have him? Obviously here in Boulder. What have you seen from him? 10 or 11 practices.
Yeah, I pulled up his film, and like I said, I was recruiting him myself. I pulled up and I said, yeah, like
They don't like when you do that though.
yeah, like I pulled him up myself. I was like, nah. We need this guy.
I'm trying to do what he's doing.
This is the guy we want. This is the guy we need on the field. This is the guy we need on this team to make us, continue and continue to just prosper, continue to just be great. So he's exactly what he was on film. Basically, just explosive player, extreme knowledge and route running, and is really proactive with these receivers because they caught a lot of footballs and they played a lot of games, and everybody came from different levels. So. We all have one common goal. So that's what I've seen out of LeJontay, and now he's killing it at practice. He's getting open. Sometimes I miss him, sometimes I don't. So it's just going through like the growing pains of playing with each other, and just ready to have a lot of success.
Go Troy.
Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Shedeur, question about another receiver. Almost every DB that we've talked to has shouted out Omarion Miller. What have you seen in his development, and how much fun have you had working with him this spring?
Nah, I'm excited about O because he listens. That's the biggest thing with a receiver. You got to be able to listen. Like, you can't. And I like that the role he's playing, like, and everything that happened last year. And he could have easily went in the portal and been a starter anywhere with ease, with being the number one receiver. But he chose to be here and understand and get his reps and understand and learn and be able to have the starting position out there. So. I just like him because he learns and he listens a lot, and I work with him and tell him exactly what I see and do it like this and do it like that. So I like O a lot. And he wins 90% of the time.
Yeah, but if he was going results, I don't know.
Man, we ain't
talking about that 90%.
Go ahead, man.
Question for both of you guys, kind of two questions here. Shilo, we talked to Coach Mathis the other day, and he was saying that it's going to be a little bit maybe more cover one this year, and you're going to have Travis inside, and he wants some versatility. How do you see that bettering your overall defense?
I can just play more free. and just use instincts. Really, that's my biggest thing this season. I'm trying to use more instincts. And y'all know I'm a field and run game. I just need to be more rangy at safety. But most of the time I'll be there, but they just got to throw it. At the end of the day, if you're going to get a pick, someone has to throw it.
Sure.
But as long as I'm in the right position, and I think I could be more instinctive to make some more plays happen, but you don't want to really get caught up in making stuff happen too much. But I definitely want to see some more picks this year from me.
What about as a team?
As a team, I mean, that's just going to let people just, you're going to see who everyone is playing cover one. You can't blame nobody.
It's hard. It's definitely hard when you got Travis on the inside. You got the two corners, and those are really good guys. So that cover one it's going to force you to throw the ball. So you better be able to throw in tight windows and contested, and be able to throw contested, and receivers be able to make contested catches. So they're really good, though. I'm really impressed, with how both the corners they came in and they're out here working.
You can only play cover one if you got the guys for it. So Coach C, we got the guys for it, so he's trying to see how it looks. But we're not just only going to play cover one. We really have a deep bag. Coaches coming from the NFL, so it's not just going to be just cover one.
Go ahead, Pat.
Hey guys, background for Shedeur Press. Just waiting for both of you guys. Given the volatility of the transfer portal, do you feel like more of your role has become recruiting players on your team, recruiting other players? You know what I mean? Is that just a big part of your life now, just given the volatility of this portal?
Well, that's always been mine, personally. That always been mine, is getting the guys that we need to be able to have success. I like putting everything and a lot of things in my hands. Like, if it's fourth down, the ball has to be in my hands. At the final seconds of a game, it got to be in my hands. So,
buddy, you're the quarterback. The ball's going to be in your hands every play.
You can hand the ball off also. You can hand the ball
still
off
in your
also.
hands.
You can hand the ball off also. No, bro. I like just having real control over everything and even having control of my own life, so that's it.
One thing I can say, he's actually been on the recruiting stuff for a while. But, I mean, it don't really take up much of your life. Like, when I made the post, I was just in the locker room, and I just typed it and then asked him, I was like, hey, make sure you check your DM, bro. It's about to get wild, so we need some guys. Just, we're good, but I just want to be the best for sure. Just depth, new guys, bring new energy to practice. You just never know. So it's not ever bad giving guys an opportunity to, come to the school. It don't take up your whole life, though. It's just a post,
If you had to guess, how many DMs did you guys get?
I sent Coach so many players, I'm not going to lie. It had to be like over 50 guys I sent them.
I had to refresh. I gotta go back.
He wait till the weekend to do all his stuff. During the week, he'd be pretty locked in,
Last one, Jack.
Jack Carlo from Buffalo's Wire. I guess for either of you, it seems like what coaches have said and the videos that we've seen that practices have been a lot more physical this spring. Just what do you think has led to that?
Attitude. I think it's a lot of attitude, and I think everybody works here with a purpose. The O-line's doing great. They're out there run blocking and really challenging.
The O-line be trying to fight every day. The O-line just be trying to start. The thing about offense, though, you get them one-on-one and you win it, they're going to come jumping. So they just started that jumping stuff this spring.
Nah, we don't do that anymore. We really stopped all that now. Now we just focus on football and taking one play at a time, but it's really just the trust in one another and going out there competing. And if a D lineman touch me at all, then it's they definitely handle up their business. So
it is more competitive.
Everybody stick up for each other.
Compared to last year, way more competitive. Like, nobody would ever even get into altercation or think about it last year. But now it's like, Coach Prime had to put out a message, hey, y'all keep on.
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop doing all that.
But that's a good sign, though. That means guys are going hard and trying to win, which we got to do.
All right, thanks, guys.
Good.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.